I'm stepping on niggas.
Stepping on niggas, you know that you niggas is hoes.
Look how I'm flexing on niggas, ayy. No chill girl on the beat when I rap, cause a young nigga ball like a wizard, ayy. Gotta stop talking about diamond, but all of my shit is so icy like blizzard.
Man, what do you expect from a new Kanye album?
Bro, from what I've heard, it's gonna be a Kanye that people are not expecting.
I hope so.
It's gonna be like college, like I don't want to say college dropout, but like, what was the last album where he was really rapping? Like
Watch the Throne.
Yeah, Watch the Throne. I would say it's gonna be more like down the Kanye side of not like Yeezus, because Yeezus is just so fucking out there when it comes to
production and
shit.
Yeah,
I would say it's more like, I think it's gonna be like the songs on Life of Pablo where he was rapping, like No More Parties in L.A. And,
I just don't even want, because Life of Pablo to me was the
St. Pablo.
St. Pablo's fire. That shit is like let's say it's a roller coaster ride. St. Pablo was the beginning of the end, like, you know, like where you get to the tip. Because to me, Life of Pablo started this new version of Kanye where he kind of sounded out of breath all of the time. And like they're punching in. He doesn't really sound on beat 100%. They said I liked Ye a little bit too.
Hold on.
I like Ye.
Let's take a second here. St. Pablo being the tip of the iceberg, from what means, because Ye was a good album.
No, I'm saying, like, let's say a roller coaster, right? Let's say his peak was here, right? His peak was here. St. Pablo was like the beginning of like right here, so it's still like very good. But then Ye was here, and then what was after Ye? Jesus is King. Kids See Ghosts.
I'll say this, bro.
Because then Jesus is King.
I'll be honest, bro. Jesus is King and Donda are his only two albums that I think are like mid. Everything else is like good. Like, you can't tell me like everything, like those are the only two out of his catalog.
Look at LeBron's career, right?
But
like,
okay,
let's
talk
see,
about
he's
this.
still good, but he's like here now.
Okay,
he's not
you know how we okay, so we talk about Drake not having only Drake has one classic. I could make an argument that Kanye has one, two, three, four, five, six classics.
Well,
that's being generous. I
College
think
Dropout?
College Dropout.
Late Registration, yes.
Okay, yeah, Late Registration.
Graduation. Yes. 808s.
I
Debatable. I'll say yeah.
I would say yeah because it changed.
I say
yeah.
My Beautiful Dark.
Yeah, Watch the Throne is a classic.
We'll give it.
And Yeezus is like becoming.
Yeezus is debatable.
It's debatable. I won't even give you
Life of Pablo. No, we're not doing that for Life of Pablo.
But Life of Pablo is a classic. Just from I'm not saying from the music standpoint, but from that, just because of that era of Kanye is so iconic. Like,
it was cool, but it's not classic.
No, it is, because that era of Kanye made it a classic.
But those records, like, they don't have the impact that like any of those other albums have.
It's the year of music.
That's what I'm saying. But
2016 was
but that was
music.
such a.
Top of 2016.
But you know what I mean by that.
The records don't have the same impact them other albums have. Like half of these records don't get played anymore.
I think that's I don't. I think you're wrong, bro.
We love Kanye. Like we're gonna play these records.
Do you know what I mean by saying that like that era of Kanye was just so iconic? Like, you remember Kanye from 20. What was Kanye doing in 2013, 2008? We don't know. That 2016 year of Kanye.
We just lived through that, because in Graduation was an era. College Dropout was an era. Like, because we were 7, right? You were 6. I was 7. Graduation.
But Kanye was always Kanye. But 2016 is when things started to change. Like,
bro,
I don't want to say he was like.
I can't even say that.
Crazy.
We just lived through it. Like, Kanye, like people that were our age in that era would probably say the same thing, because yes, Kanye started going crazy off like the mental health, like Kanye.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
But back then, Kanye was crazy with the George Bush doesn't care about black people. Like,
yes,
he was doing crazy shit.
But it's different, bro. He was always doing crazy shit. But I'm saying in 2016, it got like OD. Like, it got like
it was
really
it was
like
a different chapter. But the music got worse.
He had the mom heartbreak, all the fall apart of his life. He came back in the Life of Pablo.
Nah, the mom died. He had 2 albums after she passed away already.
She died after graduation.
Yeah, he had.
Pablo came out, he was finally at a good point. He was working with the Paul McCartneys. He was being more positive.
But you see, I can't say that, because he was working with people. My Beautiful Dark, like, he was working with people. Watch the Throne, like, Jesus, like, St. Pablo, like it was. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying that the time period was like that. All I'm saying is this: you feel like connection to it because we was still like we was in high school. We was doing XYZ.
No,
but the music got worse. The music got worse.
Okay, I can say no. I agree that the music wasn't
like
as
you can't
good.
call an album a classic because the time period. Because if that's the case,
I'm not saying it was the time period.
Look, ready the time period. If we're gonna talk about time, like remember that Cruel Summer, like the good music album. That's not a classic album.
No.
But you remember Good Fridays, like that whole shit. You remember everything of that era. But just because something started to change, don't make that mean this is a classic album.
But the thing is also, this wasn't a bad album.
It wasn't a bad album.
Obviously, the music wasn't as good.
The fact that we're having this convo, the fact that we're having this convo, which is why you can't, because, for example, like go back. I'm sorry, Matt. Like college dropout, late registration, graduation, My Beautiful Dark. We're not even having these types of convos. Those are certified. Like nobody in their right mind. If anybody says these albums aren't classic, they don't know music.
I would say I ain't gonna say 808s, but 808s is a conversation.
It's a conversation, but 808s is it's a fucking classic. It's a classic album. Like,
but I can't. I'm very surprised that you had to think on that. You thought on Watch the Throne.
Yeah, I love
Watch
the Throne. I love Watch
No
the Throne.
Church in the Wild, Niggas in Paris, Otis.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Welcome to the Jungle, Who Gonna Stop Me, Murder to Excellence, Made in America.
Yeah.
Ham.
Yeah, it was.
This is a classic.
That's a classic. It was a very good album. Isn't it funny how Illest Motherfucker Alive only got 100,000 streams on Spotify and everything else is in like the millions?
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe they did something to it. I don't know.
Speaking of roller coasters, that was Jay-Z's.
Is 444 is a classic?
444. All right. I think it was an amazing album, but I won't go as far to say that was a classic album just because the impact wasn't of like people like to throw around the word classic albums, and it's like the impact of 444. Now, did it show that Jay-Z is still the best in the world, if not one of the top 5 best in the world? Yes, it showed that. And if Kendrick Lamar didn't drop that year, would he have had the album of the year? 100%. But it's not. I can't say it's a classic album, and I love Hov.
Bro said 100%.
Yeah,
never heard that. I don't know yet. No, not a classic. Great album though.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's how I feel about
St. Pablo.
One more question.
That's how I feel about St. Pablo.
One more question.
I mean, Life of Pablo. Yeah.
Is Damn a classic?
I think that's the one we can argue about. I think definitely Good Kid. I think definitely To Pimp. I think this one will be considered a classic just because the commercial success of this album, a lot of his biggest songs are on this album. But I do think it's still, I could see, and some people might argue me like, this is the one. Because some people really, I love them, but I think he has 2 that you can't debate, and this is the one you can debate.
I agree.
I say it's a classic because I love fucking Kendrick Lamar. I think Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers will be deemed a classic in 10 years. No. But like, just because we don't get it yet.
I don't think it will be.
But what you call it? This one you can argue.
Mr. Morale will not be a classic.
I think,
even though I think it has the substance that it should be a classic, I don't think it will be based off of the objective opinion of the masses.
Like,
because that's what it goes by.
Most people think that that's his worst album.
I disagree.
I disagree too. I think it's the second best album. But like the objective, like, you know, most of the, like, we're saying the same thing. Like,
hey, look how I'm stepping on niggas. Look how I'm flexing on niggas. Ay, no chill girl on the beat when I rap, cause a young nigga ball like a wizard. Ay, gotta stop talking about diamond, but all of my shit is so icy like blizzard.